Helium. Oh,
Looks like
Vetra.
pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Sarah.
Be devastated.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
It must. That must have been hard.
You raised your sister by yourself? That can't have been easy.
Had to. I waited forever for our father to come home. He never did. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
You're too tough for that.
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
Dang.
I have a good feeling about you, Ryder. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
That got serious quick. Hey, Vetra.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
Tell me about raising Sid.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Understandable. What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where'd you live?
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How'd you even survive that?
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
Fair enough. I'll let you go now.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Thought Liam was gonna be in there, but it's cool meeting up Vetra. This is gonna be Liam.
Liam,
Hello.
you're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Do you need to talk?
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket steal what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that.
Indeed.
So I reached out. Trying to get resources moving in a real way. Bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
This is really tearing you up.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something?
Sure.
Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
Of course I did.
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family works in it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
That's very sweet.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
You're a man who cares a lot.
It means your family, the Angara, this team, we're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
That's nice. That's a nice little touching scene.
Pathfinder, sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
I was honored to hear it.
I know it was really personal. Thank you for trusting me with it.
You say that like I was making logical choices. Thanks for getting it. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
Okay.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
You passed?
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
Your parents in the car.
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
Sounds familiar.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I probably crossed the line a few times, though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
But the people of Hustle.
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing the shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings have fallen down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
Alright, well, nice talking to you.
We'll talk later.
I know it. Just off to the cargo bay if you need me.
Mental wellness. Given recent events, this seems like a good time to refresh you on the Andromeda Initiative's mental wellness program. This states that mental disorders are real stress, PTSD, anxiety, and depression are not just being tired. No, they're real. Stress, PTSD, anxiety, and depression are not just being tired or making something out of nothing. They are complex conditions that require proper attention and care. They are relatable. At some point, your colleagues have likely experienced the same feelings. Regardless, those around you are supportive and sympathetic to what you've been going through, and treatable. Broken leg takes special treatment, rest, and adjusted workload to properly heal. Mental disorders are no different. It can be alleviated with medication, therapy, and support. Come by Medbay if you have any questions. Lexi. Angarian word of the day. Tavum. Tavum. Pleasant toxin stirred in hot water or fruit juice. Say tavum. What's it made from? Is it sweet or more like beer? What happens when you mix it with booze? Does it get better or do they cancel each other out? We need to do some scientific tests. Maybe it's little umbrellas. Good idea there, Javik. No, Jal. Just doesn't work well.
Read the mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely a threat.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
Not my style.
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy get close enough to pry my plates open and go for the soft kill. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly each and every time.
Another galaxy and there are still despots. When I was on security duty at the relay, colonies were attacked all the time. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
I've got my own army. It's you guys.
But I've got you. And everyone else on board.
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate a small, capable strike force. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep. So when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down. Hey.
Suspicion of Spender?
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
Got any other war stories?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
More combat advice?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff
Oh.
and don't die. Always works for me.
I've got the questions. We'll talk to you later.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Feel like we've talked to the majority of the people that are here. See, we've talked to Cora. Zhao, we have yet to see. We haven't seen Zhao. We've talked to everyone else. Hey, Pock. You're a good friend. Yeah, we haven't talked to Zhao. I don't know where he's at, though. He's somewhere on this ship. It's just a question of where at. Also, I want to talk to Lexi.
Going through the readouts from the Ket facility, I've never seen such advanced genetic technology. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
New memory fragment.
I ran across another memory fragment. Dad made Sam for Mom. To cure her. I knew that was part of it, but...
You didn't know it was the driving force?
He really loved her.
He gave up everything trying to save her.
You didn't realize how important his family was to him?
I guess not.
Maybe that's what he wanted you to see.
Okay, see you around.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked to Jal yet. You haven't been in here either.
Jal?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
You don't sound
Don't know
alright.
if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know,
You want to talk about it?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
that's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
Are you?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? I guess it's just part of our culture. Our families are large, and we share our parents with the community. We all have many mothers.
My family's small.
And are you close?
Not really.
My family is complicated. Isn't much to say about it.
Okay.
This random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not
You
what
think
I'd
it's okay
like.
there?
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
I'm glad you're here.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge.
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
Yes.
You do?
You're fascinating. So bold, yet mysterious. So odd.
That's... Thanks.
And I mean it. There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
Ungar,
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
the Mosh.
You studied with Moshae Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Love, love?
Really? So one of those professor-student things.
No, not that way. Moshae Sefa is 115 of your years old.
Jeez. Ungar biology.
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail. And I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't.
What?
Now you.
No idea.
Okay. I don't know how web toes helps out, but okay. Temperament?
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with honestly and openly.
Fair enough.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
That's fair enough. Ungarian colonies?
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Okay, cool. What about Hungarian religions and beliefs?
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Okay, I get that.
Well, enough about that.
But more about you.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
What are your dreams?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Okay, I see. What about your career in school?
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
Do you have any family?
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many, many, many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
My condolences.
I'm sorry about that, Jarl. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then. We are fatherless, yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Well, enough
What
about
about the Ket occupation?
Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
Understandable. When did they arrive?
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that. Believe me.
Ket and the Archon?
Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Personal experience with Ket.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No, he was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Well, enough about that.
I've got to go.
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Thank you for talking to me, Jal. We will hook up around over here. Check Strike Team missions one last time, right quick. Did not mean to check that. 33 minutes, we will not be able to see the end of that. But, any rewards to collect? 7 minutes? I will read up on the journey so far. Finding a home. The Mosh's rescue. You saved Mosh Shejva, but angered her by refusing to destroy the cat exaltation facility. Jal approved of your decision, hoping the assistants can one day rescue the innocent Angar still trapped inside. You made sure that the Ket Cardinal in charge of the exaltation facility did not survive meeting you. Cora Harper, you and Cora have become confidants as well as colleagues. She's clearly glad to have you as a friend. Liam Koska. Liam continued to confide about his hopes and doubts for the initiative and the people in Helios. You becoming close friends. Veteran Nix. Vetra likes to describe herself as someone who gets things done. She seems very committed to your mission and the Pathfinder's team's success. The fact she brought her sister, Sid, with her to Andromeda might have something to do with her dedication. She confided in you that when Sid and Vetra fathers abandoned them, she had to raise Sid alone. Life has been spent keeping her sister safe and giving her the best life possible. In their circumstances, if initiative fails, Vetra will have failed Sid. She refuses to accept that outcome. You left Gil to his job to take care of Tempest Systems, which seems to keep him busy. And Gil bonded side of work and are developing a friendship. You opted not to use Sam's help in the poke game, and Gil thrashed you effortlessly. You and Gil are forging a close bond, and he's confiding you and exploring major life issues. Suvi Anwar. Suvi Anwar is Tempest's resident science officer. She works closely with the research team on the Nexus, analyzing the data you and Sam collect in the field. While chatting, Sue revealed herself to be a spiritual person. You expressed your own similar feelings on the matter, so we appreciate finding someone of like mind. You and Suvi has also spent some time talking about your respective families. Suvi's parents were both academics and inspired her to begin a journey in science. Jal Amadarva. Jal appreciates the time you spent with him, learning about him and his people. He's also incredibly grateful for the part you played in rescuing the Moshe. He really likes that you took his advice in the Ket facility. On guards don't hide their feelings. Your friendship will grow. Okay. We'll be going back to Aya next. Okay. Well, don't think that was quite 11 minutes. Not even close. 7 minutes, not even close.